Hello folks, and welcome back to the Vertigo Tea Party and Let's Play The Elder Scrolls Online. Today's episode is brought to you by Asger. Thank you very much, Asger, for your continued support on Patreon. Very much appreciate it. So, I made a few more changes to the UI, and I just realized this is going to have to change because, again, you can't see it, but my quest or my FPS tracker is writing over that, making it a pain to see. But I also changed this out to a add-on called LUI Extended. Again, another Jolinar recommendation. And I like it. It's got a better DPS meter. I like the player meters a little bit more. The color's a little bit too vibrant for the rest of the game. But, I mean, that's a minor complaint. So we might get a little bit of weirdness with some duplications. I've tested out a little bit like I did my dailies today. I haven't noticed any problems. So we should be good. I also like the damage meter a lot. We'll go over that in a minute. It also puts this up here, which gives a bunch of useful information. And yes, I know I need to repair some shit, but I'm not overly concerned about it right now. I don't think anything is completely broken. I did repair some stuff because some stuff was broken. Oh wow, those shoulders are just about to go.
Outlander, over here.
So let's talk to Asher. I think he is the next beginning of these quests, I'd imagine.
What you found in the Ashlander mine. I can't imagine what Vaya must be going through right now, but she shouldn't be alone. That's why I came looking for you. Naryu has responsibilities to tend to. Morag Tong responsibilities. Understand? She left me to keep Vaya company, but I'm not very good at spouting words of comfort and solace. Unless I can kill something, I'm very good at that. You do understand. And now you implied you're as dense as the ash storms coming off Red Mountain. Good to know even the Mother of Blades can be wrong. Vaya's upset, and not just about her brother. She wanted to go with Naryu. One other thing, Naryu's job concerns House Redoran. That's why she didn't want Vaya to accompany her on this one. Vaya's grief-stricken, angry, and ready to lash out at anyone and anything, so keep your head low and try not to upset her. I have experience getting on a lot of people's bad sides. Women, especially, find me exasperating. Irresistible, but exasperating. It's a gift. Something about who Naryu's target is. Thinks the target may know something about what happened to her brother. Look, I'm not even sure how Vaya found out who Naryu's target is, and I don't want to know. Just go and talk to her, please. Carefully, and with your hands empty and clearly visible. She's in the safe house beneath Balmora, or at least that's where I left her. But I didn't lock the door, so I suppose she could be anywhere by now. I suggest you hurry and get down there.
I also fixed this quest mod here. Basically, I've tried a bunch of different settings and could not figure out how to fix it. So I ended up just using Minion and wiping out all the saved variables, and that fixed it. So, hooray! So now I can actually see the name of the quest and the marker isn't all buggered up. I don't know what happened there.
Naryu might think.
I'm no Asher.
It's you. Sorry about that.
Watch your tongue, girl. I've been helping you out a lot.
I shall send you to check up on me. I swear, the next person that treats me like a child is going to find my dagger in their stomach. Gods, I'm not mad at you. I'm just annoyed at everybody right now. No, I don't think so. It's just been difficult. Finding poor Oren in the Ashlander camp. I need to be doing something. Sitting down here in the dark, hiding, that's not going to solve anything. I know, but Naryu's Writ, it involves a Redoran counselor. Exactly the opportunity I've been waiting for. The counselor knows who set up my brother. We need to talk to her before Naryu executes the Writ. Do this for me, and I promise to stay here. Well, Naryu wouldn't tell me any specifics, but she trained me well. It wasn't hard to sneak a glance at the Writ before she took off. Her target's at Argonian Manor, out in the swamp. Not far from that smelly cave, actually. I appreciate you agreeing to see what you can learn at Argonian Manor. My father used to say it was used by councillors as a retreat, but Mother always told me it was where they conducted business that required a certain degree
Don't say
of
privacy.
privacy.
Thank you.
That's all I've been doing, thinking. And I think Ulran was right. I think someone wanted him out of the way, and they orchestrated the event with the Ashlanders to do it. Someone played my brother for a fool, and it cost him his life. Brivon's as stubborn as my father when it comes to following the rules and regulations of House Redoran. Ulran and Brivon were best friends, even if they argued from time to time. Politics, foreign relations, the Ashlanders, you name an issue, and Ulran and Brivon were probably on opposite sides of the argument. It got to the point where I had to ignore both of them or they'd drive me insane. You did? How did he take it? I mean, he didn't know that my brother was dead. Really? I suppose that makes sense. I think he loves us, in his own way. But what else did he say? Did he know that Ulran had been banished? He didn't expect... My father doesn't know his children as well as he thinks. Either of them. That's why I had to get away. Join the Morag Tong. At least Naryu understands me. Mostly. I can't agree to that. I need to figure out what happened to my brother, who was involved, and then I'm going to make them pay. Just you watch.
At some point, her dad's gonna want hard evidence that she's still alive and okay, because he's like a few times is like, you better come back with evidence, blah blah blah, and I'm like, yay about that. He's eventually gonna stop just allowing me to, about thating my way out. All right, wow. Oh, I need to go. He said in the marshlands. It's up there. Cool. Oh, actually, there's not a faster waypoint, so we will just go. Whoops, sorry. Try not to whip the camera around too much. My hair, yes, I whip that back and forth, but not the camera. Is that still a thing? I don't even know. I don't know what you kids are down with these days. With the music and the Beyoncés and the Katy Perrys and the fireworks and the badonkadonks and the twerking. I still don't actually know what twerking is for what it's worth. How the fuck do I get out of the city?
Mills, please.
I thought he said MILFs, please. It's like, whoa, buddy, take that phone inside. I hate this town. There we go, sort of. I still don't know how we're gonna get over the other side, though. I know it's over on this side, right? Yeah, it sort of is. Okay, but yeah, I've been trying to do my dailies every day. I've only got one Morag Tong recipe, or not recipe, but style, whatever you want to call it, but it's for a mace. I was like, damn it. Now I have to use maces, for God's sakes. And I actually have hit 76. I've been getting a ton of experience. I haven't been doing anything else. I've just been doing it in a few dailies at that, like maybe 3 dailies off camera. It's crazy how much experience that I keep getting, but not that I'm complaining about that. It's awesome. Works out well for me. Also, semi-funny story. I was actually doing the daily for the named creature, like the one that takes a group. And I got an invite for a group, and I saw the name, and I was like, I know who that is. Like, I know that's a person. Like, you know how some people always use the same name, and it's like very unique, very identifiable, like Vertigo Tea Party. Like, nobody else has like a name like that, right? And I'm not, not popular enough to be copied either. So if you saw that, it's like, oh, it's probably that nerd I watch on YouTube sometimes. But I've got a reason to end it all. Anyway, so I saw his name, I was like, okay, there's nobody else with a name like that. I was like, that's gotta be him. So I thought at first, I was like, oh, he's just inviting me because he somehow found me. But then I was like, how the hell would he know like who I am? Like, he doesn't watch my YouTube videos. And this isn't like a name I use all the time. I was like, so how would he know that? then I realized, oh, he's just here to do this quest. Like, he's just, like, forming a group to do this mob. So once we finished the mob off, I sent him a whisper, and I was like, hey, how long have you been playing this game? And I said his real name, and he is like, whoa. He's like, I've been playing it a while. He's like, how do you know my name? And I was like, oh, I know everything about you.
I expected you hours ago, hero. It's not polite to keep an assassin waiting.
Anyway, to wrap the story up, I kind of let him on for a little bit, and then I let him know who I was. But yeah, it was so weird. Like, just randomly got an invite to a group from a guy I used to work with. Insane. Something happened like that on Twitter once, too. I'll have to talk about that later when there's some downtime. It's not interesting.
How long it was going to take there to convince you to follow
I
me.
think it's interesting.
But she thought I didn't notice when she glanced at my writ, didn't she?
Maybe you should have hit it better.
Where is my overly curious apprentice, by the way? I know Vea wants answers, but this is my job.
She probably followed me,
There
by
are
the way.
rules, especially where the lords of the great houses are concerned. There might be a way to deal with this, though, provided you're willing to help. First, don't kill any veterans.
Boo.
That's a violation of my writ and could have serious consequences for both of us. Second, you sneak around and search for anything that pertains to Ulron's exile while I figure out how to deal with the counselor. We need to be invisible. These things work best when no one but the target knows we're there. If you get spotted, you're on your own. I even cough on anyone without a writ, and the Morrowind tongue will have my head. It's unusual, but not unheard of. True, most writs taken out against the houses target low to mid-ranking officials. The Grand Master is cautious when it comes to accepting such a high-profile writ. Apparently, though, this target has been very bad. Councillor Dovera has been conspiring with House Drez to promote the slave trade and avoid scrutiny by Redrin and Pact officials. She played a dangerous but profitable game, and her coffers were overflowing. Until someone noticed. I'm not privy to the laborious investigations that took place. In cases like these, though, the target usually becomes complacent and lets her guard down. She made a mess. Now I get to clean it up. For the good of Dunmer society. That's the question, isn't it? It nags at us the way the torchbug nags at the brave little scrib in those children's stories. Once we discover who Ulron's torchbug is, we'll have a clearer understanding of why they set him up and why he had to die.
I don't think his death was part of the plan. I feel like whoever set this up really did expect him to just like leave, like get exiled and just go away forever. I don't think him joining up with those folks has any kind of correlation with the Ashlanders, because I think that would be way too hard to have plans. Like, okay, we're going to get him exiled, but instead of exile, he's going to team up with the Ashlanders. Then when he teams up with those Ashlanders at that specific location, we'll come up with a reason to kill him. Like, I feel like that's too much of a stretch.
I'm not saying that. Accidents happen. But they certainly made sure Ulron was in the wrong place at the wrong time, both in Balmora and again in the Ashlander camp. In addition to whatever you can find here, I should also talk to Captain Briven. Briven's name keeps coming up. At the very least, he was Ulron's best friend once. He might be able to shed some light on Ulron and what happened to cause his exile. And I really want to know what took place after Ulron left us that message. Bea's my apprentice, and I'll decide when she's ready to take on a mission. She's been through a lot, and her actions reflect on me and my status in the Morrowind tongue. She may not appreciate it right now, but I'm trying to keep the both of us on track. That's how it works. Her actions are my actions. Vea goes out and executes 3 writs. I share the credit and get praised for training my apprentice. On the other hand, if she kills someone without a writ, the Morrowind tongue takes both our heads. There have to be. My order came this close to being eliminated. It's only recently that we've started to make a comeback, and only in Dunmer territory. If we can't control the actions of our members, we'll be hunted down and destroyed for sure.
All right, 1 second, folks. Okay, folks. Sorry about that. Something came up that I just had to watch. So, let's go in here and let's try to be stealthy. Ooh, restricted area. Is this the first outside restricted area we've seen? I feel like it is. So what are we looking for? Find a way into the manor. Or manor, if you would prefer. It's probably not manor in any way, shape, or form.
The front door is guarded like a bank vault. Maybe there's another way in through one of the buildings by the docks.
Buildings by the docks, okay. These are very dock looking. Oh, shit. Let's go over here. Yeah, I wonder if we get caught, if we can, like, reset it. Like, go out and come back in, kind of a thing. Probably not. We don't want to go that way, that's for damn sure. I don't see any way in. So there's some other docks that we can check out. I'm gonna sneak this way. Sneak this way! Where'd that person go? I'm aware that we have low stamina. Well, had. I should drink a potion that gives us fast stamina regen. I don't think I have any long-term ones. Maybe here? Does this count? Apparently not. But while we're here, I mean, you might as well take a few things. Well, if we can find anything. Some grapes, all right. Totally worth it. Let's head out.
This looks promising. Might even lead to the wine cellars. I could use a good bottle of wine.
Oh shit. Guess they didn't want to hear my "someone's in my fruit cellar." Okay, I do that every time there's a cellar. Alright. But there's no buyers. See a little wordplay there? Oh, shit. I don't know how good they are at seeing behind them. Let's assume they're amazing at seeing behind them. Shit. Double shit. We need to... Let's go under here. And we'll wait for him to go by. And he'll completely ignore my... I know I keep saying it. But it never gets old to me that you're sneaking around, being all stealthy, nobody sees you, and you've got like these two Daedric demons floating over your head. God damn that.
Is no picnic, but the alternative is a lot.
He goes to the city just for the pickpockets. Says it's the only love he ever gets.
Oh shit, there's a ton of people here. I see another rogue. I want to see where this person goes. We can hop into that barrel. Yep, I think they're coming. Oh, god damn it. Quick, get inside! She totally didn't see that. Alright, I want to see where she goes. Because I feel like there's not a ton of time to get out of here and go over there. Like, not at all. I'm gonna guess she goes over here, then goes back. But man, like, how are we gonna get over there? It's pretty tight. We're gonna actually pop back out as soon as she goes by again. Well, not as soon as. When she rounds the corner, because I don't want her to turn and then see us. Don't do it, buddy. Alright. I was hoping that guy would, like, kill them or something. Okay, there's nobody over here. Go. Go! I'm hoping that the second you hit that button, it counts you as, through the door. Not seeing anybody. Man, this is one of those times that I'm like, damn it. I wish I'd kept those bloody invisibility potions. I still want to pop out. Okay, so that's walled off. That's good. Ah, here we go. I'm not even going to steal anything. I just want to get out of here. Because my one major concern right now, that I think about it, is...
See what you can find pertaining to Ulran. I've got a dagger and a writ with Councillor Dolvar's name on them.
My concern is, like, somebody did kill some guards, so I'm gonna be like, ah, this area is clear. And then all of a sudden, respawn happens, and then I'm... shit. I'm boned. There's somebody. But you're still here. You said you're gonna go kill him. Let's watch. We're gonna see if he moves, and we're also taking a look around the room. Because I'm fairly certain there's no... Wait a minute, is that a player? Nope, it is definitely not a player. I mean, we might can skirt around the wall.
Every woman has her price. Mine is 30 gold.
Oh, and there's another guard too. Glad we waited. Oh, don't tell me he's gonna sit and have a drink too. Ah, no, he's gonna stand and have a drink. Maybe they're so drunk we can just sneak right by. I think we're just gonna have to hug the wall because I feel like he'd have moved by now. Shit.
Superstitious. That brings bad luck.
Oh, goddamn, that is way closer than I'd like. Oh, shit. Get in there. Ugh. I saw her! Because I was like, oh, it's clear. Then I was like, I think I hear something. And then I see her. I'm like, ah, shit. So we're going to give it a minute. We're going to wait. We're going to see if she turns her ass around. While we're waiting and watching, I'll tell my Twitter story that's also not very interesting to kill time. So basically, I tweeted something. I forget what it was. And I guess it got like a few retweets or something like that. And somebody responded. And their name was like their name from another game. And they also specifically mentioned being a healer. And I remember them being a healer in that game. All right, we're going to wait because... in case I don't think it works this way, but if one of them aggroes her and she turns around, I don't want them seeing us. So when those guys leave, we'll probably head out. But anyway, well, this person is really pushing it. You got ballsy. But anyway, like they were like, yeah, I had their name and like the healer, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, I know somebody who's had that name and was a healer back in the EverQuest 1 days. And I messaged her and I was like, hey, are you such and such? Did you play on the EverQuest test server? And she's like, holy shit, yeah. I was like, oh my God. I was like, did you message me because you knew who I was? She's like, no. She's like, I had no idea. Just blind luck. Thought that was pretty cool. Anyway. Yeah, you guys keep fighting and shit. Members of the Rodaroth Council, the next meeting shall take place at the Redoran Consulate just outside of Belmora. Agenda items include current events in your territory, financial updates, house relations, presentation of pending issues, and preparation for adding items to future agendas. Please bring all pertinent logs and records for presentation review.
If we don't find anything, maybe we can ask for an invitation to the upcoming council meeting. I'm sure they'd be happy to answer our questions.
Ah, shit, somebody killed that guard. Fuck. Because now he could spawn... Can I hide in there? Fuck no. Titties, 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 fuck. I need a hiding spot. Okay, this works.
Did you see his new bow? That must have cost.
I hate this. There's a door. Shit, there's somebody too. Please be advised the following groups or organizations may be... You know what? Fuck it.
So House Redoran issued an advisory against the Morag Tong? Fat lot of good that's going to do the councillor.
The only fish that go with the river's flow are the dead ones.
Alright, oh shit, let's hide, let's hide, let's hide. I wanted to read that note, but like, I don't know if the guy's gonna turn around. See, I hope, but okay, he isn't turning around. I'm gonna read the note. I think we're okay. Please be advised that the following groups and organizations may be operating against the best interests of House Redoran. As such, be vigilant and cautious in your dealings with these groups and uphold all House rules and strictures accordingly. Ashlanders. Savages continue to gather near Aldrin and the nearby environs. Obviously, the presence of the savages hampers House efforts to expand into the region, and the Ashlanders are worse than Fletcher flies in any event. The High Council will debate options and formulate plans at the next meeting. In the meantime, avoid Ashlander contact. Morag Tong. While House Redoran accepts the will of the Tribunal and allows the Morag Tong have the authority to operate within Dummer territory, we also consider them to be murderers and criminals in the eyes of the House law. We view this doubly as other houses have begun to use the Morag Tong against us to undermine Redoran interests and elevate their own standing. As a general practice, House Redoran will not employ the services of Morag Tong, nor will it allow the Morag Tong to indiscriminately execute our members House Halalu. While we technically consider the House Halalu to be a friend and ally, Halalu practices that undermine veteran trade routes and business ventures have grown increasingly frequent in recent weeks. Halalu activity in and around Balmora have become particularly alarming as they appear to want to take control of the city for themselves. Report any overt suspicious Halalu activity to your house counselor immediately. Sorry, I read that fast and mispronounced words, names, etc. But I'm kind of in a hurry. I'm pretty sure they're not going to see you. I think they purposely set the guards up so that they won't see you so that you can read that stuff. And I'm not going to steal that crap. Because I really, really don't want to get caught. Mostly just for like, I don't know if you call it role play reasons, but like I want to do this without getting caught, is what I'm saying. Counselor Delvora, the unfortunate events surrounding the demotion of subsequent banishment of Olran Relith have left the High Council extremely disappointed. This isn't what we expected from the promising son of an old respected family. Your report detailing Olran's trial, while informative, did nothing to alleviate our concerns. In light of what occurred, the High Council requests a favor from you. First, since you often operate in the Balmora region, we'd like you to monitor Councilor Eris's actions for the relative future. We have every faith in Councilor Elris, but Olran is his son after all. Add to that the disturbing news about his daughter in the Morag Tong, and you can see why we have concerns. Second, since the promotion of Brivin Malram to the rank of captain and commander of Redoran's Western forces, we received troubling reports of the unauthorized escalation of the use of mercenary companies, specifically Firaha's war clause. Contract soldiers are expected to abide by all house laws and regulations, but Firaha's mercenaries tend to deviate from standard practices and on a frequent basis. We especially dislike hearing reports of excessive violence with regard to the treatment of Ashlanders. Harsh treatments, as you know, must always be authorized. Use your connection and personal relationship with the Relith family to urge Councilor Eris to get his affairs in order. We'd appreciate it if the disquiet in Balmora settled down by the upcoming council meeting. High Councilor Marieth.
Damn the luck. I was hoping for a quick stab and go, but it seems the councillor might actually know something about Olran.
Look, still this stuff, I mean, of course. Yeah, that's one thing I haven't really had any urge to do at all, to be honest, is the, oh, we can talk to her, is the Thieves Guild quests. Like, pickpocketing in particular is just such a pain in the ass.
So Councillor Dolvra does know something about Vea's brother. Damn it all. Now I suppose you want to actually talk to her before I execute the walking pile of pond scum. Of course we do. I specifically waited for you to arrive because I figured that would be the case. Still doesn't mean I'm happy about blurring the line between helping Vea and performing my duty as a Morag Tong. We discovered that the next meeting of the High Council will take place at the consulate outside Balmora. The war clause and the Ashlander abuse aren't completely sanctioned by the House, and Dolvra was present when Olran was exiled. Not a bad haul.
I've already forgotten who Dolvra is.
That means we have to get Dolvra to spill her guts before
that's the
I
one.
spill her guts. Just
Slave master person.
Hero. Dolvra wields her feminine charms the way I wield my daggers. Don't let her seduce you into doing something stupid before I end her.
It just depends on how hot and naked she is. If she's really hot and really naked, I cannot promise anything. I am but a simple male after all. I only have moderate control of what I do at any given time. Alright, hopefully this person's close.
Quick with your questions, hero. When I slip in, so do my daggers.
Yeah, alright, you don't need to talk sexy to me with all these metaphors. I get it. You think I'm hot. I was like, oh shit, she spotted me.
Ah, you must be here about those pesky patrol schedules. After all that clandestine correspondence, it's a pleasure to finally meet you in person. Now, come closer so we can celebrate our partnership in a proper fashion. Well, look at you. I'm impressed. The last person House Drez sent over was so much more scruffy. I have a meeting with House Halalu shortly, but I think I can spare a few more moments for you. To seal our partnership, you understand. The noble's banished son? Why does House Drez care about that? Never mind. Anything so we can get to the good stuff. Ulron was tested and found wanting. Chose the life of a savage over his own soldier. We stripped him of his rank and exiled him. Ulron's dead? I hadn't heard. As to who was behind the test of Ulron's loyalty, what does that matter? He failed and paid the price for his poor choices. What does all this have to do with our arrangement?
You aren't clever enough or pretty enough.
Nope,
to
hold
avoid
on.
What's about to happen, Dolvra?
Well, hold on. Give me
What's
like
the meaning of this?
5 minutes.
Who are you
That's all I
people?
need.
I'm a
And
moron
sadly.
tongue with a writ that says you're a criminal and a traitor. That means I get to end your miserable existence.
Damn. She bled a lot.
Take another look around, hero, and see if you can find anything else related to Ulron.
Okay. Damn it. We need to find some jewelry to sell. I mean, that might be a clue as to what happened to that guy's face. Council Devora, thanks for your impressive recommendation. I have been given command of our forces in Balmora region and promoted to the rank of captain. Remind me that I owe you the next time I can get away from my duties for an hour or two. I've taken the liberty of reassigning most of the soldiers previously under Ulron's command in order to provide them with a chance to start fresh under the new regime. Only Vatalo Talem's squad remains intact. They were with Ulron on the day of the incident, and I want to personally debrief them before I make any sweeping changes. In the meantime, I've sent them to scout the old fort west of Balmora to keep them busy. Also, I want to thank you for reconnecting me with Farhara and her mercenary units. I worked with them in the past, but they've been a godsend for bolstering our presence in contested territory. Here's the rest of the unit assignments in case you're interested. The rest of the letter contains a list of various soldiers and unit assignments.
That's Captain Bruthen's seal. I suppose our evil counselor courted favor wherever she could find it.
Well, it sounds like she's the one who basically got him the job. What was his name again? I always forget it. God damn it, I can't read it again. Some notes you can read twice, some you can't. I don't know. I always forget. But he said captain, so whoever captain is. My dearest Devora, your efforts on behalf of House Halalu in regards to our interest in Balmora excite me to no end. Best to keep the houses on equal footing, and what better way to accomplish that than by mutual trust and cooperation between two influential insiders. The information you passed along was exceedingly helpful. Take this beautiful collection of jewels as a thank you. Hopefully they'll keep you enthralled until my next visit. Speaking of visits, our mutual associates in House Dress have agreed to finally meet with you face to face. I'm sure the same charms you used to captivate me will have a similar effect on the Dress agents. Once you get to know each other a little better, I have no doubt that you'll be able to improve the slave trade 100-fold. Violate your tribunal and a few pact rules get in the way of profit and our cherished way of life. Avlela. I can't search her? She's got some valuables, surely. Okay, we have to talk to her now. Alright, we got everything, I guess.
The good Captain Brivin appears to be more involved in Ulron's fate than I had imagined. He never struck me as the type to use murder and deceit to get ahead, but that's the problem with greed. It causes decent people to make stupid choices. Or he's trying to hide something. The letter mentioned an intact squad sent to scout the old fort. You need to get out there and see what those soldiers know before Brivin gives them new orders and they disappear. I suppose she's probably pulled tight as a bowstring waiting to hear something. Go talk to Vea while I present my writ to the authorities. I can't wait to see the look on the Argonian Magister's face when I tell him what his counselor was up to.
Yeah, it seems like she was playing like a bunch of different sides there. Right? Like she... I wonder if I can actually aggro people now, like if I could just run out. Let's just take it safe-ish. But yeah, it sounds like she was kind of playing sides there. Shit. I'm waiting for him to... Yep. But yeah, it sounds like she was actually playing with other houses too, like both Dalalu, and she was also trying to get in contact with somebody from House Dress, I think is the name. Dress? Dre? Pretty sure it's Dress. I think I heard them say Dress. Shit. See what I mean? He just spawned. Like right as I was going around the edge. Actually, you know what? I might just port out. I'm guessing that something's going to happen then when we go try to go talk to her. Oh, can I not port? I don't remember what the portal key is. Where is she at? Oh, it's got to be over here, right? It's not marked. I don't like that this is still marked. Wait, what? Why is it?
Every woman has her price. Mine is
I'm gonna head out this way and see what happens. I feel like it's pointing me that way because I think that's the exit. Yeah, looks like that's why. Jesus. Ah, shit. My cat's... I guess you could call it, snoring. It's more of a whine, like when she snores, like... It's ridiculously cute. Asininely cute. Way too cute. Oh, shit. There's a guy who wants... Yep. You little shit. Don't you do it. Fucking asshole. Too close. That was too close. We got lucky quite a few times there. I don't think it matters at this point. I think we've kind of crossed that border. But I didn't want a portal just in case, like, it's one of those things that as you're leaving, it triggers something and then you have to, like, we would have to come back to watch it. I don't think that would happen. Fuck, I actually don't know how to get out of here. Oh, right. I'm gonna wait till he starts to meander back over there. But yeah, it sounds like she's actually playing with other houses just so she can... basically, anybody will help her get the slave trade thing going so she can make tons of money. Well, tons more monies. Alright, so is it now lit up down here? Yes. Wait, what?
Who's got a whetstone?
Why did it switch to that? I wonder if that's a issue with the mod or something? I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, let's go ahead and port.
That's what he said.
I should have... That's what he said. I should have looked around before I did that, but... Just in case. And it's like 146.
What is it?
So yeah, I could have just came back over here.
Halt, fetcher!
What? Wait, what? When did I get caught? Bullshit. God damn it, get over this. You fuck. When did I get seen? I have to, like, rewatch. We're just gonna use one of these. Yeah, the counterfeit pardon edict. I got quite a few of them. I think I have more than I actually have on me. Dang it. I thought I totally did that, which I don't think I screwed the quest up. Maybe I got caught by what's-her-face, the one that got executed, like maybe something bugged out. Or maybe I got saw when I ported out. Shit. Or maybe I did get seen by one of those guys that I thought I evaded, but they just didn't aggro? But I would think they would have. Anyway. But yeah, I can't keep up with all the damn names of the houses and all that shit. Nope, not that. God damn it, I'm trying to read the note. Okay. It's glowing, but I can't read it. Yeah, I wish I could keep all the names straight, because it would help me, like, you know, get into the story if I could remember who's who. Right? And also, like, try to figure out what's going on. But I definitely think the captain's in on it. Like that whole, like, oh, let me send these guys off to this fort so I can debrief them. Like, yeah. I'm sure.
Back again? Took your sweet time. You didn't learn anything, did you? Not that it matters.
Oh, Lord.
Oran's dead and nothing can change that.
All right, Dritz do Erden, write us a poem about it.
What good is that going to do? They won't speak to us. House before family and all that. Believe me, I'm more than familiar with Redaran honor. Still, I suppose I know a few ways to get people to talk. More rules. I thought we were beyond those kinds of limitations. Look, I need to figure out who's responsible for Oren's death. House councillors, Redaran soldiers, Ashlanders, whoever it is, they need to pay. Riven was Oren's best friend. Would he really betray my brother? Regardless, I want you to have this. You could have handed me to my father and you didn't. Other than Naryu and Ashur, you might be the only friend I have left.
Aw, we're friends now.
So which soldiers are we talking about? I know most of the people my brother used to work with. Eyewitnesses are better than notes in the house registry, provided I can actually get them to talk to me.
Alright, so that was the end of that quest. So we will wrap this up and of course pick it up on pick her quest up next. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thanks again to Asker for your continued support on Patreon. I very much appreciate it. Make sure you guys leave comments in the comment section below. Let me know what you're thinking of this series. Like the videos if you do like them. It does help me out a bunch. And I'll see you next time.